Hello everybody, and it is my great pleasure to bring you the 2021 DDNet Game of the Year Awards. We're going to be announcing one per day over much of this month, celebrating the very best and brightest of the video game industry through the year, and it has been an absolutely incredible year indeed. There has almost not been a single week that has gone by without a game that is worth talking about, and we have almost 50 games to award across all of our categories this year, just showing just how much variety and quality and depth there has been in what developers and publishers have been able to put out through very difficult situations. This year we will be giving away 4 awards per category, 2 bronze, 1 silver and 1 gold. It should go without saying which is the top award, that being the gold of course, but don't overlook the others. These are all excellent games that you're going to see over the course of these awards, and we highly recommend that you try each and every single one of them. So with all of that, sit back, relax and enjoy, and allow us to bring you the very best that 2021 has given us. The first blockbuster of the year goes to Forza Horizon 5. Microsoft has had an excellent year in general with the new Age of Empires turning heads, and while it came a little bit too late to be included in these awards, Halo has apparently done some excellent things as well to revitalize that franchise. But Forza Horizon is the blockbuster that we've decided to reward from Microsoft this year, and with a simple reason. It is an incredible racing game that gets everything right, and is a game that people that are not necessarily fans of racing games can still jump into and enjoy. There are certainly other racing games out there that for the hardcore, including Sony's own Gran Turismo, which comes next year. But Microsoft has always tried to make racing accessible and entertaining, doesn't matter what your skill level is. And in Horizon 5, with its open world and its Mexican setting, they've certainly done more than enough to keep your attention, regardless of whether the vroom vrooming is something you're going to take seriously or not. The second game to get a bronze medal in the blockbuster category is Monster Hunter Rise. I think just about everybody expected that this game would be a big deal. After all, it is the latest new entry in Monster Hunter, and Monster Hunter has become Capcom's biggest property bar none, but it was also the first new game to release on Nintendo Switch, and indeed it was exclusive to the Nintendo Switch. Before Nintendo came along, the Monster Hunter series was very niche on the PSP, and it was really Nintendo's efforts to popularize it that turned it into this massive behemoth that we see now. Having now sold 7.5 million copies or thereabouts, it is the second biggest selling game in the series, so Capcom has certainly been rewarded for what they've done with this game, and with good reason. Monster Hunter Rise is excellent. Not only does it give veterans something new to look at with the Rampage mode, as well as the Japanese-inspired aesthetics, but new players can actually get into Monster Hunter for the first time with this one. That's not to say it's easy, but it is certainly an effort to make the challenging combat and the challenging gameplay of Monster Hunter accessible to a broader range of people. That's why it sold 7.5 million copies, with a PC release due for early next year. You've got to say that Monster Hunter Rise is going to continue to go from strength to strength. The silver medal for Blockbuster of the Year goes to Tales of Arise. When you think about the blockbuster JRPG properties, you're thinking of Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest. But for some years now, Tales has been kicking along in the background, not quite at that same level, but certainly threatening to hit it. And with Tales of Arise, we definitely see the series graduate to become that mainstream blockbuster JRPG property. This game is excellent from end to end, from a deep and intelligent narrative that actually asks questions of the players, to excellent characterization with every single one of the characters in the game being lovable in their own way, to an action combat system that, for the first time with the Tales series, has been effective at engaging people who aren't already existing Tales fans. That has always been the problem for Tales. You've had to be really into the combat system to make the most of this experience, but with Tales of Arise, if you want to play it on that level, you can, but if you're there just for the narrative and the characters, then this game is certainly rewarding in its own way there too. So this really is a blockbuster JRPG for everyone, and the fact that it has sold Right up there with the series. I believe it was the first or second best-selling Tales series to date. Certainly shows that Bandai Namco is onto a big thing with this. The gold medal winner in our Blockbuster of the Year category goes to Lost Judgement. For years now, the Yakuza series and followed by the Judgement series have been exceptional games that everybody can enjoy. You don't have to be a fan of JRPGs or even Japanese games on any level to enjoy what these titles offer. And there are a couple of reasons for that. Firstly, the narratives. They have a noirish thriller approach, which is instantly compelling, very familiar to anybody who enjoys their crime fiction, and they're impossible to put down. The twists and turns and dynamics that go on within the plots are just incredible. The characterization is also exceptional. They use real actors to make very relatable, enjoyable characters that you do not forget once you finish playing the game. There's also the infamous sense of humor that the side quests have, and people actually look forward to these games just to see what kind of oddball humor they'll get to play and enjoy when they take a break from the main quest. Finally, there's the open worlds themselves, which is just full of things to do, and whether you're actually progressing in the main narrative or just enjoying what's going on the side, you're just going to be drawn into these worlds, and it becomes very hard to get out. So Lost Judgement in so many ways epitomizes and is the realization of everything that this series has promised, and for that reason alone, it is our gold medal winner this year.